Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Monday. All right, guys. Well, if you literally did not catch the hot, messy topics, like it was so good. It was so good. All of the other videos we did before, but guys, we were emphasizing that members only is going to be insane. So if you're not on the first channel, if you're not a part of the members, it's $2.99 a month. Yeah, it's worth it. We're going to take you behind the scenes in like a way that you've never seen before. But before we get there, we have some Teresa Giudice to get to. So if you haven't already, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And I think it's like fair to say, let's just jump right in. All right, guys. So we have to get into this. I actually thought it was really good. So thank you to Bywig Hello Drama. It seems like even though Jennifer Aydin was like, well, this podcast is going to be about entertainment, celebrities, movies, reviews, not about housewives. Literally, like the first person that she interviews is her good friend, Teresa. And Teresa is, as far as we know, currently a housewife. And even if she's not currently a housewife, if she gets fired, which I don't think that she will, she's still a housewife. So what are you talking about? It's the same thing as like Rachel or Raquel Leviss, Raquel Leviss, who is like, oh, well, we're not going to talk about Vanderpump Rules. We're going to talk about women empowerment. And then they tried women empowerment on the podcast, but then it didn't really make numbers. But then once they started talking about Vanderpump Rules and all of the episodes, it was like, oh, the numbers were thriving, skyrocketing. Yeah, duh. But hold on. Wait, here we go.
Getting back to obviously the show, and if it picks up filming again and you are back and then Melissa's back. I mean, obviously we know that it's been out that you were reaching out to Joe, and Joe was saying that he had agreed to meet you. So did you end up meeting, and like, how did it go? Is there anything you could tell us about that?
I just, baby steps. Mm-hmm. And what, made me do this is that, it started with Special Forces being away with Gia, and then Gia wanted me to let go of the past with her dad. And
so getting back to obviously.
And when I was thinking about that, then I started thinking about my brother, and then there's incidences that has happened, the past few years or whatever. Like for instance, like Adriana, one of the incidents, like Adriana saw little Joey at a party, mm-hmm. and when they saw each other, they got teary-eyed, and I think they hugged, and it was so sweet. Yeah. And then Joey told Adriana he wanted to send Gia a message, which that. Like touched my heart. Like, mm-hmm. I'm like, first of all, whatever happens with the parents shouldn't affect the kids. Mm-hmm. And like, for instance, it didn't with my ex's family. Like they always were in contact with,
Yeah. And I think it was, even though my parents got divorced, it just never got that way. Mm-hmm. And it's because, again, because of the respect.
Yeah. Well, relationships take effort on both parties.
Exactly.
And when I was thinking about
and you keep the mutual respect. Mm-hmm. They respected my mom, they respected my father, but they also loved their nieces and didn't want the distance.
Right.
No matter what. So both parties have to put in the effort. Mm-hmm. And that's how the relationship really stayed. And even on my mom's end, she had to put an effort to keep relationships with my cousins. And we're over each other's houses all the time, constantly.
I took Simona on vacation with us.
Right. That's your sister-in-law.
Yeah, my sister-in-law's my niece. Yeah,
okay.
Maria's daughter.
Okay.
Yeah, I took her on vacation with us.
There's just a lot, they're always
we're always together. Yeah, I mean, like the girls are always together.
Right.
I mean, I think, whoever has an opinion on it too, it's none of their business, first of all, and then also, and you keep the mutual respect.
So I'm just gonna chime in really quick. I definitely agree with Teresa and also Gia. I think that Gia has done an incredible job on Next Gen. But what I do want to say is when she says, well, it's none of anybody's business. Here's the thing. When you open up, and she knows this better than I do, like I'm not on TV. She was born into a show. Not born into it, but like Adriana was born into it, but she was in the show, and people feel like they're entitled to your lives, and you get a lot of benefits. You get the celebrity, it's reality TV. People love you, they hate you, they want to support you. You get sponsorships, brand deals, book deals. Like when you say, oh well, they're not entitled to it, people are not going to respond to that in the best way. But hold on, doesn't stop there.
Then also,
true, yes.
The people who really have anything negative to say, whether it's makeup or don't make up, or I'm team this one, I'm team that one.
I hate the team
At
thing.
the end of the day,
so
like
annoying.
by being negative about this topic, you're rooting for a family to stay broken.
Yes.
And that's what I'll never understand. So, I mean, unfortunately, we've been in the public eye for so long that people are going to have opinions of our family, and that's totally fine. But I think it's more so of changing the story.
Yeah.
Like the story doesn't need to end this way.
No. And you know what? Listen, live in your truth, okay? Because nobody can ever take that away from you. You know, like we live in a day and age where anytime you put yourself out there, even if it's like a regular person posting a picture, you post that picture, you are literally leaving yourself open to opportunity for people to criticize. And you know what?
Then also,
true, yes.
The people who really have,
you know what? Let them. They don't know.
But also, like, I feel like Jennifer Aydin is like, you know what? Live in your truth. You need to know your truth. Let them. Let them. I'm right here with you, honey. I've seen it. I've done it. No, Gia and Teresa, like, Gia literally grew up in the public eye. It's nothing compared to anything that Jennifer Aydin has done. With all due respect, love both of them. It's not comparable. Gia doesn't know anything but this. Really, she doesn't. Like from the time that she can remember, there were cameras in her face. That's not what Jennifer Aydin cannot relate to that. And then for Teresa has given so much like for this platform. It's so different. But hold on, wait.
Oh, you know, people want to sit there sometimes and tell me about me. You're going to tell me about me, or am I going to tell you about me? Okay. You may think you know me. You have no idea, but that's okay. That's okay. Because I know me. So people are invested in you because they've watched you, like you said, like your whole life, like you pretty much grew up on the camera. So they are passionate about you. And I feel like ultimately at the end of the day, they're fighting for you. They're going to want whatever it is that you want. You're true fans. And the people who are true, like tree huggers, you know, and all that, and have been with you from the beginning. At the end of the day, like I was saying before, people look at it like it's a reality show that you're characters, but you're a real family. Yeah. Okay. And sometimes real family has to eat shit in order for the greater good.
And that's, you know, that's it too. A lot that goes into it.
I don't like the whole team, like what, you know, team.
No, it should be team family is what should it be.
Exactly. Like I hate the team thing. It's like when I hear that, I'm just like,
and
like,
it's like
I would have never wanted that. Like that's not something I signed up for.
Right.
You know, like if, you know.
Well, unfortunately, you know, sometimes these producers they got to make a TV show, you know, and sometimes it is at the expense of families, and families are affected by the show. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's a business, it's a number. So I tell people, don't hate the player, hate the game. You know, you think you know me from Housewives. Okay, no problem. I'm going to start my own platform now. Let people get to know the real me.
You don't, I mean, people think they know you so well. They don't. I mean,
right. And the same with you guys. So like
that's a lot that goes into it.
I don't like the whole team.
Speaking of Housewives, RHONJ
I'm so happy that was muted. It was muted because of the dogs. You lucked out. You're sitting there saying, like, Jennifer Aydin is saying, well, like, at this point, like, people, they don't realize, and like, as a celebrity, and like, people judge you based off of things and blah blah blah. You went to whatever sub shop and you said, I'm a celebrity. Like, people usually don't make you sound like an asshole unless you act like an asshole. There are so many other Bravo celebrities, so many other celebrities who are not depicted as assholes. I don't think that that's like a Bravo thing. I think that's a characterization of what people think based off of what you give them. I could be wrong. Guys, smash the like button, show some love. Count me out. Love you. Oof. Bye.